The game yet to kick off, the excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Trent Alexander-Arnold has redefined the fullback role. I mean, his contributions attacking-wise can match up with some of the leading playmakers around. And I don't think I've ever seen anyone so productive in that role.
And he has been fouled there. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Good running, strong and purposeful. Played into space. Dink through. Courtois claims comfortably. And that's put paid to a promising move. Well, that has not gone well. Now, can they get him away? Foden. Opts for safety. Rijkaard. For Royce. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Wirtz. No, he's just misjudged that one. Now that's well seen too. Royce is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Plays a sharp little ball here. Liverpool have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. That's a cute ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Looking to play him in. Marquinhos. That's been cut out, well played. And they're quick to get it back. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Marquinhos. Mbappe. Done delicately. And that has been cut short. Mbappe. Now it's Iniesta.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. It's going to be another throw. Kimmich. And it's Wirtz. And it's Wirtz. Toure spots it and intercepts. Pass is just off target. Mbappe. Iniesta going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, that pass isn't the best. Here's Rodri. Not the most accurate pass. That is ended up in no man's land. Spread out to the left. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
A probing pass. That is good alertness. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. It's a throw-in. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Marquinhos is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Lewis Skelly. And it's Van Dijk. Lobbed in behind. Nicely weighted ball. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And he's on his way! Kaká!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Substitutions taking place.
And we're underway again. So the first half brought no goals. Camavinga was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Liverpool do have a chance to counter here. Just eases him off the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found the way through. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's definitely not his best. A long ball by the goalkeeper. Searching pass he's played there. Looking for a runner. Pass somewhat off target. Koundé. Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. Great defending, strong and determined. Yamal is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Well, that has not gone well. And now the breakaway. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That is ended up in no man's land. Iniesta. Not the most accurate pass. Marquinhos is the guilty party there.
Substitution.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
That's a sharp pass. Now it's Yamal. Now he's got space here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Thuram. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Tries to play it through. Delivery from... Gets his head on it! Thuram finds himself offside. It's a searching pass, and he was quick to react.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he's intervened well there. And no, that was never going to make it. No, no way through. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's a key interception.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back.
He's having a hit! Crossbar comes to the rescue.
Substitution on the field. Number 47, Phil Foden. Number 18, Robert Lewandowski. Coming on the field, number 11, Rafinha. Number 7, Kane.
And we have our very first corner. Keeper has taken decisive action, and he decides to cross it. And they've got rid. Can he get on the end of this? Now that looks a decent ball.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Iniesta. Coming on the field is number 14, Mbeumo.
That's an imaginative pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. And he's managed to get rid. Good ball, good take. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that's been won straight back. Stood up well to him there. Camavinga.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Kimmich. That has been slung wide. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lewis Skelly promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Thuram. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, for a defender, Peter, Andy Robertson's style of play is more akin to that of a wing-back or...
Cruyff! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. And this is Roberto Baggio. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
And that's a good... Can he finish? He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Played down the flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Cleared without complication. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Oh, shooting chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Looking for the run. And he's worked it through. Terrific header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Not the best distribution from the keeper.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It is a corner. And we have our very first corner. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Van Basten. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now it's Hullet. Now, can they get him away? He's in plenty of space here. And he's certainly onside here. Hullet. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Back into the middle. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. And a chance! Oh, yes, it's there! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Greece grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And that's been won straight back. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Roberto Baggio. Now that's well seen too. Royce. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now it's Olise. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, that has not gone well. Cruyff. And the shot's on here. Chance, surely! Goal, Greece! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Of course, there's a question mark over the keeper on his near post there, but it was such a clever finish to spot the gap and find it.
Greece get themselves into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And this is Roberto Baggio. It's Baggio! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
A probing pass. And no, that was never going to make it. Hullet can be a real threat inside the box. Neymar. Now it's Neymar. Oh, a delicate chip through. Costa Curta makes the interception. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Oh, he's found support out wide. Great ball. Van Basten! That was superb goalkeeping.
Van Basten really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Nigeria have the chance to go the other. Decent chance! He has done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Greece take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
This possibly the last play of the half. Cleared without hesitation. Goes back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
That's a sharp pass. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Greece are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1.
Substitution for Greece, number 21, Rodri. Coming on the field is number 6, Kukçu.
There's the start of the second half. And it's Robertson. And that is out of play. Greece come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Pullet will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh no, what has happened here? Referee's given a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Played into space. Baresi calmly anticipates. He's on it, can he get away? Van Basten. Nigeria can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Oh, well measured. Now this could be a chance. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that the...
Shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's taking no chances there. Rijkaard gets it away. And now they can spring out of... And he's let fly! Jordi Alba.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
It's a promising position. Nicely worked.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Iniesta. Greece perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Forlan. Can he get on the end of this? Baggio gets flagged offside. That's been cut out, well played. And this is Van Basten. Great vision. And it's made its way to him. Neymar knocks it into space, chips it through, and that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, he's been chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? He'll try to keep this alive. Very nicely done, and that has left him in a heap. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Hullet. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Caceres has given away a free kick. Robertson. Now that looks a decent ball. That's good play. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's managed to get free. Iniesta tries to play it through. Olise picks it up out wide. He is through here. Royce. Look at this. And Cruyff! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Rijkaard. Royce! He should have put that one away.
Royce is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Baggio looks to get on the end of this. Robertson, no way through. There will be a throw-in. That could spell trouble. Oh, that's fabulous. There's the header! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution for Greece. Number 9.
So their fourth quarter of the game.
Number 20, Olise.
Goes for a shot! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Number 14.
Greece grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
Johan Cruyff. There will be 3 minutes added time.
Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. He's gone for goal! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
They want to be quick to recover this. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Cannavaro. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Greece have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Cruyff taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Hullet, good read, needed to be dealt with nicely by the defence. Hullet going face to face with his great rival. Kukçu. Iniesta. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Royce. Neither side especially adventurous early on. And he's managed to get free. Spread it left. There will be a throw-in. Cruyff, and he's gone backward here. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And another try! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And here's Van Basten. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Referee has just said play on. And this is Cruyff. Whistle's gone, that's foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's having a good look here. And it's Cassette. Chance for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken. Neither side yet able to find the net. A probing pass. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Hullet will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looking to play him in. Hullet can be a real threat inside the box. Cruyff. Now it's Van Basten. Cannavaro. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. Ball played for Kukçu. Threads one in, and this is Royce. He's come in hard. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Van Basten is flagged offside. Can they get him away? Pull it. Cross goes in there. And he's there to clear it. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Cannavaro. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. It's a promising position. Deep cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Atalanta with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Donnarumma claims comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Now that looks a decent ball. Great vision. Oh, and Rice! They want to be quick to recover this. Swings in a bullish header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Mbappe is offering a right smile there.
Kukçu getting this one clear. Atalanta are looking to... He's gone for goal! Oh, it's Van Basten. Now it's Cruyff. And he was alert to it. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Caceres spots it and intercepts. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Played into space.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And it's Caceres. Cruyff. And it's half-time here. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And the action is back on the way.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Yaya Toure. Kukçu. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff! Good hit, kept the keeper honest.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he plays one through.
That's going in strongly.
Royce showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Royce. Kukçu gets it away. And they can counter here. And back to the goalkeeper. Oh, give it away!
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Header! was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And here's Cruyff. Pull it. So we've reached the hour mark. And it's Kukçu. Great ball and a shot! He's scored! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Nice bit of trickery. He's shifting through. It's a mighty effort! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Atalanta have their second corner now. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. He's gone for goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Koundé really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Cáceres.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 17.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Messi, il numero 13.
And it's Messi. Just no time to dwell on the ball there.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Nicely shaped ball. Cannavaro tries to clear. Mbappe. Gets into some space. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Goes long and straight. It's a searching pass.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. And that has left him in a heap. Looking for a runner. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Kukçu. That's a cute ball. Cannavaro clears it away. Atalanta have got it back and they'll have another go.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 8. Iniesta. Viene sostituito con il numero 18.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So, a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
That's an imaginative pass. And that could set him on his way. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Costa Curta. He has found the way through. He came in hard, very hard. Rafinha. Now it's Mbappe. Over to the left. And he was quick to react. And there goes the final whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them. They were just undone by that second-half goal.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin along. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle, and here we go. Free-flowing, fluid, flexible, just some of the words that describe the genius that is Ruud Gullit, a player whose impact on the game remains so profound, so relevant today.
Yeah, you could almost say he was the very first all-action, all-athletic number 10. All those marauding runs from deep, going box to box, these weren't the sort of things expected from a playmaker back in his day.
Now it's Roberto Baggio, and the flag has stayed down. He is through here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Knocks it out wide. Now takes a shot! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Marquez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Over to the left. Jordi Alba picks it up out wide. Another chance from a corner. Greece with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Nigeria are looking to go for... And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Greece are now forced to play the bulk of the game, a man short. Now it's Hullet. Hullet going face to face with his great rival. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1. Great chance! Defending of the desperate variety. That has been cut short. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Look at the space here. And the finish!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Looking to play him in. Modric. Aimed beyond the defence. Van Basten is flagged offside. Cannavaro. It's a throw-in. Xavi Alonso, great vision. He's in plenty of space here, and he's managed to get free. Toure deals with that comfortably. Kukçu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And here's Van Basten. Well read, nice interception. Hullet. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Neither of these two want to come off second best. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, he could easily have slipped that to his...
Could be danger here! Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Modric. Iniesta. Oh, no joy this time. Marquez. Roberto Baggio. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's a key interception.
Greece really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Robertson stood his ground strongly. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. He's picked his way through. Roberto Baggio.